is Tammy O'Coin-Russell, and I work as one of the directors for the Nova Scotia International Student Program in Nova Scotia, Canada. Coming to Nova Scotia is a wonderful opportunity for any student, and it's not just about the academics. If you come to Nova Scotia, you will see the beauty and the nature. We have over 7,600 kilometers of coastline. If you live in Nova Scotia, you never live more than 45 minutes away from the water. So it's an opportunity to participate in many activities that you may never have thought would be possible. And because we have the 4 seasons in Nova Scotia, we have lots of different sporting activities that happen as the seasons change. So students get to experience perhaps soccer in the fall. In the winter months, they could play ice hockey. They get a chance to play rugby or softball in the spring. And of course, if you're brave enough, just before you leave in June, you might even be able to get a chance to swim in the Atlantic Ocean. So across the province of Nova Scotia, we have 65 high schools that we work with. So we place our students across the province. We are a public school program that works with the Nova Scotia Department of Education and the government. Our curriculum is government run, and it's the same across the province. We generally get about 1,200 students from all over the world every year, and we spread them out across the province. But one of our rules is that we will only put 6 students of each country in one of our schools, because we really want our students to have a Canadian experience while they're in Nova Scotia. We think that there are many reasons why a student would choose Nova Scotia. One is the level of support. So we have a fantastic homestay program that we run locally in our program. We also have small class sizes, 25 to 30 students on average in a classroom. We have support through our Student Ambassador program. Is a program where we have other Canadian students who are there to help our international students integrate into their schools, their classrooms, and their communities. And we also have our Passport app, which is an app that this is what it looked like when it was in our paper copy, but this is an app for the students for their phone to tell them about the activities that are happening in their community, to show them the different things that are happening. They can share photos and show us what they're doing while they're in Nova Scotia. So it links all of our students across the province to one another and gives them great ideas of what they can do while they're in Nova Scotia. We have some really fantastic programs that we offer our international students, and one is the IB program. A lot of our students like to apply for the IB program. It is at no extra charge, and we have an IB program in every one of our school districts. So in our 7 school districts, we have at least one school that offers IB, so there are many opportunities for students to study IB if they choose to while they're in Nova Scotia. So Nova Scotia is considered an educational province in Canada. We have 10 universities and 13 community colleges across the province. Through EduNova, a program, we have a pathways program with these universities. So we are able to offer special programs and special opportunities to our international students that we can't even offer to our Nova Scotia students. So for example, if you graduate from grade 12 in our NSISP, Nova Scotia International Student Program, then you are able to go to one of our universities, get guaranteed acceptance. So that is something that we don't offer our own students. Also, if you get 70% in your grade 12 English, then you will not have to write the TOEFL or academic English equivalency to attend one of these universities or community colleges, which is another benefit for our international students. 93% of our international students go on to university, so that's a huge success rate for us. There are amazing opportunities for our Vietnamese students when they come to Nova Scotia. So you can come and start in high school, even if you came for grade 12. From grade 12, go on to university in one of our 10 universities across the province, or anywhere else in Canada, of course. And then you also have the opportunity to apply for your permanent residency while you're there. I have one student in particular. Her name is Jane. She was from Vietnam. She came with us and she studied in the IB program at one of my high schools. From there, she went on to university, finished her university degree, and now she has a really fantastic job at the hospital in my local community. We're really proud of her. And now she's applying for her PR, so permanent residency. So she's going to make Cape Breton, Nova Scotia her home. So we're really happy that we were part of that process. The Nova Scotia International Student Program has been around for 25 years, and we are one of the most affordable options in Canada. And some people may wonder, why are we able to keep these prices so competitive? And it is because back when we first began, 25 years ago, the Nova Scotia government and the Department of Education made an agreement with us. They told us that if we spread the students out around the province, so that means in all of the 7 school districts and in any of the schools that were willing to host a student, and if we as school districts work together, they would always keep the tuition low. So that's why the price is able to be low, because the tuition is low. And it's our government that made that decision, simply because we run this program as an educational program first, and we really want to diversify our schools, because in Nova Scotia, our schools are 94% English speaking, so we want to welcome students from other countries into our schools, so our Canadian kids get the opportunity to have a diversified education as well. The Nova Scotia International Student Program is proud to say that we've been working with New World Education for many years. We value the support of our partners. If you want more information about coming to Nova Scotia, please contact someone at New World Education and they can help you out. We look forward to seeing you in Nova Scotia.